the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 20. Yard line.
Ready. 95-56. Check. Watch 54. Kill.
Breeze now on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead on now. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stopper, at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had to feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Opposite. Hey, Alpha. Check right 54. Mike, hey, easy.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Lettsom's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
36. 11. Hey, alert. Coming to you. SOS. 21. Here we go. Bravo.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
65.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Like 80! I know he ain't got it. Kill. Shoot! Watch the shoot! 25! Check 21! Check!
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
11. Both seven to Mike. Let's get it. Hey, exit. Check 37. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 11. Come. 21. Hey, gun. He's coming in motion. Hey, come on.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 57 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Running with Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You. Yes.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And with that, folks, I want to remind you to join the NFL Salute to Service. This season, the NFL and its players are honoring those who proudly serve our country, and fans are encouraged to join NFL players in writing letters to service members and their families. To learn how you can send your letter today, visit NFL.com/salute.
At the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Nick Bosa on the stop. That's where you belong. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Okay, baby, I'm seeing you.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pass complete here to Sanders. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Lock. Kill. Smooth.
Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. With that incompletion, I want to get your MVP thoughts. Lamar Jackson, he seems to be the leader right now, is he not?
I would agree with that. His team is the hottest team in the league right now.
And then you've got, let's think of the others. Dak Prescott, Russell with, and he's taken down here by the Saints. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here
we go. Double time.
4 down.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Heavy on the edges.
Shift.
Wide. Get wide. Check.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta. Hey, gun. 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rush in. Hey, orbit. Lock.
Tighten up. Kill.
I got you.
Out.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
12, fellas, here we go.
Whip.
Hey, gun.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays,
Here we go.
3 first downs. That's a pretty good recipe for success. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. It's caught by Sanders. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run it again with Kamara, and I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
To throw, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The hitch route works. It's something you see quite a bit on 3rd, 4th down in these situations, and they got it to go for them.
And what you're counting on is a couple of things. One, you want the guy catching that route to make people miss right away, almost like a punt returner. And 2, you're expecting to pick up some blocks once he gets to the 2nd level, able to get downfield. And on that play, everything came together.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Flush to his right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready. 95, 56.
54. Right. 54. I got you.
On second down, it's Murray. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Breeze now, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
21. White.
Hey, switch gears.
I got you.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
12. Hey, Haywood. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Breeze. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, gun.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you. Switch. 11.
Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former 1st-round pick, Patrick Robinson. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Sammy!
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Charlie.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Get ready. 36. Hey, easy.
Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
I got you.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 31.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball